Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Karen Greer. This next summer camp is all about the movies. My guests are instructor, counselor Graylin Taylor, and camper Charlie Shapiro. Camp Flicks has been around for 7 years now. I can't believe it. How has it evolved into just becoming a movie-making mecca, especially Atlanta is? So how has the camp done with it?
Well, it's been an amazing thing with the camp. Pretty much in the first year, it started off more as like a hobby for kids to come in during the summer. But examples, especially with Charlie, over the years, these kids matured and also learning more of the aspects of filmmaking and being very committed to it. And it's very surprising that kids these age really grown into very serious and very interesting films that you would probably think that adults will probably make up.
Wow. What are the ages of your campers for this?
It ages from 11 to 17.
Oh, wow. So do they get a general education about filmmaking? What do they specialize in?
Well, yes. So with the camp, the kids will go into groups that will make a film within 5 days. During that time, they will have a curriculum of classes that learn different aspects of filmmaking with people that are actually in the film industry today in Atlanta. And with that, they're learning so much things, not only with directing and editing, but also with cinematography, also with sound, also with special effects. So we try to arrange all aspects within this film industry for them to learn, also to apply it into their actual movies.
All right, we're going to pause with you, Graylin, and move to Charlie, one of your star students.
Yes.
Amazing, Charlie. Are the classes boring? Be honest with me.
No, I find them fascinating because I love learning from professionals that I don't usually get to meet. And it's just so cool to hear their story and see how they got there, and hopefully that I can get there one day.
And you've learned so much. One of your films, Brute Force, is actually up for a Southeast Regional Emmy.
It is.
And I know the award show is coming up, so we're going to keep our fingers crossed for you. What is that feeling for you?
It's incredible. I did not think that we'd be nominated for an Emmy. I had my teacher at Roswell High School submit it, and I had no idea that I was going to get the recognition that it did.
Wow, we're looking at some of which film of yours?
This is Brute Force.
And tell me about Brute Force. What's that about?
It's a social justice piece about racism versus feminism. And it's these kids in a social group who have to talk to each other about it, and it's the kids' point of view.
Charlie, what do you know about that?
Well, not that much. We all had a different perspective on it, and so it was actually mainly improvised to get everyone's different point of view.
I love that. Now, how would you say your skills have actually evolved since how long have you been in the camp?
This will be my 4th year this summer.
So you'll be teaching soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And In My Eyes was in the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival, right?
It was back in 2016, yeah.
So you have really been doing it. I'm going to look for your name on the big screen. Can you leave a bit part for me in one of your films?
Sure.
This is great. How much does this cost, Graylin?
For a day camp, it costs $645, and for overnight, and the interesting thing about overnight is not only they're making a day camp film, but also they're making an overnight project film as well, and that will cost $1,345.
Where do you stay?
They will stay in 2 of our campuses, one in Oakledorf University,
Wow.
and also one in Emory University.
That's pretty cool.
So they're all stationary, all within those campuses.
Oh, so proud of that. Now, you talk about day camp. Day camp lasts how long?
Day camp pretty much lasts long, around 8 hours, pretty much from 8 to 4:30.
Okay, and when will they start?
So right now we're starting our first session. We're doing 3 sessions this year. So our first session starts from June 10th to the 15th. But on July, which we have a lot of slots open left going to it, the July sessions are from July 8th to the 13th, and then July 15th to the 20th.
What's your dream, Charlie? What do you want to do from here?
I want to be a director. I always have since I was 2, so it's great to have a camp where I can really express that and do what I want and work with kids who are also interested, because I get to express myself.
Is it not amazing that Atlanta's become one of the largest filmmaking places, locations in the country?
It's crazy. It's so exciting to see the signs around town and kind of guess who's here and see them and work with them.
All right, so you think you're going to go to school for filmmaking?
I want to, yeah. That's the goal.
And how many of your kids end up doing that?
Oh, plenty of. I think we had like 2 or 3 of our kids really going to film school. I think one that I've worked with a couple of years ago, she's enrolling into Florida State Film School.
Wow.
So again, this is very surprising of seeing from a hobby camp going to something where kids are really being harnessing their potential and craft in there. And I always tell her, I wish I had this camp when I was their age. I only wish.
Oh, wow. And are you a filmmaker at all yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
about it.
Well, I'm a filmmaker working on working on as a director and with editing, working on with a couple of short films as well as working on with a couple of short films as well.
All right, so you are keeping them busy, and just any kids that have stood out to you?
Yes, not only Charlie. One of the interesting things about this camp is that there will be some students that will come in and they don't really know what they want to do. But when over the week they finally have a certain identity of what they actually want to do, it comes on, and not only that is that they champion themselves of doing a certain thing. So it's always pleasing to see on that Friday. We always say on that Friday on premiere day is that their eyes just lit up to see their film in the big screen from plenty of the people in there. So it's very exciting, and it always makes my heart warm. It's like, wow, who would have thought that this would happen from Monday, not knowing what type of story they were going to do, till Friday where everybody's seeing it and they're all enjoying it.
Charlie, who's your favorite director?
Damien Chazelle, and I also love Alejandro Inarritu and Steven Spielberg, of course. I have 3 favorites.
I don't know 2 of those. So glad to have you guys. So proud of you. I'll be looking for both of you all.
Thank you.
When
Thank
I
you.
sit and be the only person that watches the credits at the end. I hate when people leave before the credits. Stay with us. We're going to take a train ride home when Public Affairs on Peach wraps things up.